and believe that we can change Washington, D.C. from the outside. That's the takeaway.
What can I do tomorrow?
Tomorrow, you can go to CainConnections.com and sign up absolutely free, because we are going to organize by congressional district in order to put pressure on candidates that are running for Congress in order to be able to adopt the 999 plan as the first solution we're going to promote.
Mr. Cain, Mr. Cain.
Do you have any advice for Newt Gingrich for dealing with angry ex-wives?
Do I have an advice for Newt Gingrich for dealing with angry ex-wives?
Yes, sir.
That is an irrelevant question, and the American people will learn absolutely nothing if I stand here and try to answer that irrelevant question. The American people want to learn about how we fix this country.
Mr. Cain, you said before that this is the most important election of our lifetime. What's your hesitation to make an endorsement to one of the specific candidates?
Two reasons. Number one, if I make an endorsement of a specific candidate right now, it might split my support. I want my people and my supporters to remain inspired. I want all voters to remain inspired. This is one of the roles that I see myself playing throughout this process. Whoever becomes the nominee, I will be supporting them and speaking, trying to get them reelected, because my mission has not changed, and that is to defeat Barack Obama with whoever the Republican nominee is.
I've run into a lot of people who have said, they're supporting other candidates, but they wish that you were still running. They want to support you. Have you considered even coming back into the race, maybe pushing another one at another time?
No, I have not considered coming back into the race, and here's why. Real simply, I chose to put family first, folks. Until you have gone home to your family and watched and saw the anguish in their voice and their face, and saw tears in my wife's eyes because of the lies that were being spun over and over and over, until you have seen that, people don't understand what it means when you say family first. I chose to not continue to seek the position, but I'm going to stay on the mission to defeat Barack Obama.
Mr. Cain, why would you have a bigger role in the race if you support a candidate who's actually still in the race? Couldn't you play a bigger role if you supported a candidate who's actually still in the race?
No, I don't agree, and here's why. After the New Hampshire primary, 24,000 less voters voted in the Republican primary in New Hampshire. That means that many of the conservative and Republican voters are already starting to lose a little bit of enthusiasm. If we allow this lack of enthusiasm to continue all the way through the nomination process and into the general election, that's not good for conservatives, and that's not good for the Republican Party.
Mr. Cain, you suspended your campaign. You did say that you would endorse someone. Why the change of heart? How do you justify changing your mind like that?
I said that I would make an endorsement. I didn't say when I was going to make that endorsement. Now, the fact that I made an unconventional endorsement today does not rule out that I still might endorse someone. I'm simply not going to do it. Now, I wanted my unconventional endorsement to be part of a bigger message. And the bigger message is, Washington is broken, we are broke, and the American people need to believe that they can impact change in Washington, D.C. if we launch this second revolution, Tea Party, whatever you want to call it, such that they stay inspired and involved in this whole process.
We have time for 3 more questions. We really have to get
Mr. Cain, are you concerned at all?
Mr. Cain, what's your take on how the Republican field changed after you suspended your campaign, including the intensity of super PAC ads and seeing that play out? Do you have a comment?
The fact that super PAC ads launched so much negative attacks on the various candidates, I was very frustrated and disappointed about that. Many people who worked in politics for years, they believe, and there's a lot of evidence to show, that negativity works. Problem is, it helps to try and bring the person down, but I don't believe that it helps to lift the person up. And so the negativity, I believe, has had a negative impact on the race. I'm disappointed in that, but it is what it is. And so the other thing is, yes, it would have been nice to still be in there to mix it up with the rest of the candidates, but I'm having a ball getting people excited about a solution which rises above this. This solution's revolution, whether we're talking about the 999 revolution or the energy independence, my Made in America plan that I'm going to be releasing, it's above candidate, it's above party, it's not about label. And this is the message that I'm trying to take to people.
Mr. Cain, are you concerned at all that people might think that this is some kind of stunt or joke, the endorsement of the American people?
The media might think that. That's why I warned you. The media is not going to like it because it's not traditional. The American people will like it because it is to inspire them. I'm here to inspire the American people to believe that they can impact this outcome.
Mr. Cain, on
Why
Saturday,
Charles
South Carolina for this
inspires
endorsement.
I was available. Why Charleston? I was available. Plus, they got a debate tonight, and the South Carolina primaries on Saturday. That's why I picked. You're going to see me in Florida. You're going to see me in some states on Super Tuesday. So that wasn't anything necessarily strategic about it, other than I was available to be able to come to Charleston, South Carolina, since they were leading up to their primary.
Do you have any advice for Speaker Gingrich in light of the interview that's coming out tonight on ABC after what you faced while you were going through your campaign?
Since I'm not a candidate, let me ask you all a question. Why do you all focus on that? The American people don't care. My recommendation to Speaker Gingrich is don't focus on it. The American people, I'm still talking to the American people and listening to the American people. They want to hear solutions to problems. How are we going to fix stuff? In this whole campaign, there's been a lot of talk about what's wrong. Everybody knows what's wrong. They want to hear how you're going to fix it. And focusing on something in his past personal life, it does not do justice to the American people, folks. This is my message to you. It is an injustice to the American people to continue to drag anybody's past personal life out and make that a story. You all are much better than that.
Mr. Cain, bring on the new demographic.
What role do evangelicals have in your 999 plan?
Say that again.
What role do evangelicals have in your plan? It's like an economic plan. What role do evangelicals have in your plan?
Well, the evangelical voter block, that's a big block that will impact the outcome of the primary. It'll also impact the outcome of the election. It's real simple. The 999 plan is the great tax equalizer. Many of you all heard Warren Buffett makes a statement that his secretary pays more in income taxes than he does. So he thinks rich people ought to pay more. Well, my advice to Warren Buffett, write a check and send it in. Don't drag all the rest of the rich people along. My point is this. 999 treats all individuals the same. It does have a poverty exemption for people at or below the poverty level. They won't pay any taxes on their income. And there are no loopholes. This is what Washington hates, because all of the loopholes will be gone. And so it levels the playing field. One of the other big features that this 999 plan does in that first 9, businesses are allowed to deduct net exports. What that does is it helps to level the playing field between our products that are manufactured here in this country and products manufactured in China and every other country. So my recommendation to many of you, we have a little movie at CainConnections.com that talks about destroying the tax code and how 999 works. That's what people want to know about, folks. How do we fix stuff?
Mr. Cain,
As a candidate who brought so much enthusiasm into the race, what would be your recommendation moving forward for the Republican Party to be able to instigate that, especially among the urban voters, the minority voters, and the youth?
My recommendation would be, first, stay specific on solutions. Too many generalities. Saying we need to cut taxes, that's not specific enough. And some of the plans that are out there, they're not specific enough. This is why I believe 999 has captivated so many people. I travel all over this country. Whether it's someone working at the airport, someone working in a restaurant, they see me, oh, that's Herman Cain, the 999 guy. I said, do you like 999? Yes. They know enough about it in this country to like it. So be specific with how you're going to fix stuff. Secondly, stay positive. I know that it is difficult if you're being pummeled to death with negativity not to try to retaliate, but I would find probably a very creative way to retaliate. So those would be the two things. You got to stay positive. The American people are sick of negativity, and they want specific solutions. Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
All right?
Thanks, everybody.